forecast, showers and thunderstorms today with strong southwesterly winds to 37 miles per hour.
It's a numbers game, especially for the situation that we're in. We're coming off of a high water event here. The outdoors is not a hobby. It's not our passion. It is our way of life. We make the perfect cast, slow our breathing to execute a perfect shot, spend hours researching locations and techniques. Regardless of effort, we fail. This series is not about incredible bites or trophy animals. Our goal here at Day One Outdoors is to educate our viewers utilizing new technology to offer a different perspective. Watch as we research new areas, plan out the day, and adjust to changing conditions. If not for other experienced outdoorsmen teaching me along the way, I wouldn't have this life. I owe it to them to pass this knowledge along. I owe it to you. Join us here on Day One Outdoors, and let's learn how to become more successful in the field and on the water from day one. Today's episode is going to be focused in on chum salmon. Chum are often neglected here in the Pacific Northwest, and especially here in Oregon and Washington. Now they range anywhere from about the Northern California area all the way out up north up into Alaska. But we don't necessarily target them because we don't consider them a good food fish. But what they are is an incredibly hard-fighting salmon. And for whatever reason here in Oregon and Washington, we have this mentality of catch and kill. It's how many did you get today? How many did you keep? Did you limit out today? And so we're gonna try and dispel that myth that every time you come out, you need to keep something. We're gonna show you how fun these fish can be, how hard they fight, and how they're a great option. When everyone else is on different rivers here trying to target Chinook, we're out here targeting chum, and we're gonna have a great time, catch a lot of fish, hopefully, and learn a few new techniques. They're already rolling here in the hole, but we can't seem to figure them out yet. There's literally like 100 fish in this hole and we can't get bit. We picked the absolute worst day to come out here and come do this. The barometer is dropping. We had a high water event here about 3-4 days ago, so a lot of these fish have pushed through. The best biters were caught, 2-3 days ago. Winds coming in, systems coming in, winds blowing from the wrong direction. Everything about today is wrong. But that's the whole point of this show. Most folks only get 1 or 2 days a month at best to come out. You can't predict the weather. So hopefully we'll show you guys how to keep changing up your gear and your tackle until you figure out something that's gonna work. A lot of times we're fishing for springers or fishing for winter steelhead, and you're trying to just get 1 or 2 good bites a day. Well, there are 100 fish in this hole and we can't get bit. So imagine how difficult it is to catch a winter steelhead when there's only 2 fish in an entire drift. You're trying to get just the right technique, just the right bait to get them to go. So I'm gonna try something a little bit different here. We've tried a lot of different scents and whatnot. I got some fish nip here that I got all prepared up in a spawn sack. Put something down there that's really oily and stinky. See if this gets them to go. Never leave fish to find fish, but we're gonna leave fish to find fish.
Looked like a bunch of chum spawning back here in the tail out. It's kind of cool. 4 or 5 of them cruised off on the boat, floated over them. Around that, see that rock? One just went on the other side of it. Water here is pretty clear, kind of shallow here, and boat's coming down into a deeper hole in the corner. Looks like it'll probably hold some fish. They're not going to be sitting in the shallow water right now, so we're going to get lined up to fish this next spot down here. It's a little deeper water.
Yeah, looks like it put us right on the beach right here on the right. We just came around the corner here and pulled into the next spot. Man, this system's moving fast. Wind's picking up, rain's starting to come. It's gonna be a brutal day today, but this first hole actually looks like a decent little spot to run some plugs. And the reason why is because we got a hard corner, so it's a bigger bend. And so a lot of current gets pushed over to one side. That gives us some decent flow even in these lower base flows right now that we're dealing with. So we got enough current to give our plugs good action. So we'll put our bobbers through here once or twice, see if there's an active one. If not, we'll come through and see if we can't rattle them up with some plugs.
Had a fish roll right on top of my bobber. A little frustrating.
Fish on?
Yeah.
Oh, geez. It's a hard fighting fish, man. Jeez. Hey, all you see is just that yellow top fish shield float just screaming underneath the water. Get on the light rod too. Little steelhead rods. That's a big chum, dude.
12 pounds.
I'd probably say 12. Look at those teeth, dude. Nice job, Ryan.
One of the few runs of chum here in Oregon on the coast, you know.
I just love the colors on them.
Oh, beautiful.
Barred up. Plus these teeth, man. These teeth are just insane. First one down, buddy.
Got chum.
Yep.
Ooh, my first chum salmon, yes. Happy camper right here.
This is your first one, right?
Oh, it's a big one. Yep, first one.
Whoa, jumping. Downstream side.
Did you catch his girlfriend that I just caught?
Oh, whoa. Keep reeling in a little slack if you can. Oh, you can't. Man, it's amazing how much power they have. Got her. First job. Got a kid. Big old Calypso color. That's the 3/8 ounce maxi jig. Oh.
Oh, was I supposed to not do that yet?
That's right.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Good turnout. Let's see it.
That's so cool.
What's great about this is everyone's out focused in on Chinook, and we're having a hell of a time out here catching big, strong chum. You've never caught one before.
So much fun. Yeah, it's rad. No, and they're so hard. They're hard fighting fish. They're almost like a coho on steroids.
Yeah.
They're just twirling and
Rolling up,
and
yep.
Then they just take these big, powerful
Big Chinook runs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just, you're like, oh, I got him now, and then nope, it's just back again. It's almost more fun than Chinook fishing.
Well, there's no stress.
I know.
There's no stress. We're not out here trying to see how many we can get in the box. We're not trying to fill tags. It's just fun.
Yeah, really fun.
All right, you better get.
Ryan hooked both of his about the same spot. So that's kind of the honey hole for our depth. We set them at about 7 feet. We found that's been working. All three fish have been set at the same depth, so feeling confident.
Walking with my bobber here because I'm trying to keep it a little bit different angle. It's coming straight across. These fish are all nosed upstream. And if you just let your bobber go straight down below you, when you set the hook, you're pulling it straight out of the fish's mouth. So if you stay pretty much even with your bobber, when it goes down, you reel down to it, you set the hook, you should drive it right in the corner of the fish's mouth. Again. Ryan's favorite line is, fish like water. So we should always be out here fishing in the rain, shouldn't we? I'm using a huge glob of Procure eggs, and the reason why is twofold. One, is I'm trying to wake these fish up and trying to get them to go, put a lot of scent in the hole. And two, I don't want to have to walk back to the boat to try and rebait. So after each cast, it's just going to keep getting smaller. Here we go again. It's a beautiful day in the Pacific Northwest. Forecasters are always, man, they're so on point. 11 o'clock, nah, it was at 8 o'clock. Quarter-inch rain, heck, we've already had a half. 15, 20 mile an hour winds, nope, we're at 20, 30 sustained. Perfect day to come out and catch chum.
That is, we've had 3 fish on, got 2 to the bank here. We also had 3 other boats kind of go over, and the guys tried to go out and back troll, I think, kind of push some fish around. The water's pretty low and clear, so these fish might have spooked out a little bit, might have moved in a deeper part of the hole, maybe in the back of the hole. not rolling like they were when we got here and we caught a few. So I think we're gonna wait a few minutes and see if they kind of settle back down, and maybe we can get another biter or two to go.
Rolling everywhere back here now. Pretty much straight out from Steve, even down here a little bit. So either we pushed them out with all that mess around.
So they're in the frickin' slow stuff now. How do you get them? Twitching?
Bobber.
Probably.
Bobber's the way to go. Go get your bobber rig and see if you can get them back there. Help Steve out.
How deep is it?
Ask Steve, he's back there. And
there's one rolling.
Yeah, roll right next to his bobber. Yeah, it's go time, let's do it. This weather is not fun for filming, for fishing in, for being out in. But you just need a couple fish to warm you up.
Fishfield is your one-stop shop online for the gear you need here in the Pacific Northwest and beyond. From salmon and steelhead, saltwater, trout and kokanee, even crabbing. Visit fishfield.com today to place an order with no sales tax and have the gear you need shipped fast. Fishfield.com, we have what the Northwest outdoorsman needs.
Every once in a while, a new lure comes along that catches every angler's attention. It could be because of all the irresistible colors and finishes, or the patented skip beat action. Or maybe it's the wide variety of sizes designed for salmon, trout, walleye, steelhead, mackinaw, and more. But just for the record, we know one thing for certain. We didn't design the maglip to catch fishermen. Yakima Bait Company.
One thing we've noticed is that as other boats have gone by, it seems to spook these fish. Even though we got decent color in the water and there's a lot of them, you wouldn't think that a boat just floating over top of them quietly would spook them up, but it seems to be spooking them. So waiting about 10-15 minutes, they start rolling again, and we're hoping that means they're going to start biting. But boy, pulled in this hole and bang, 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 had 3 bites and hooked 2, or hooked 3 and landed 2. And they're still rolling in here. We know they're here, just got to figure them out. Keep changing colors, changing depth, changing flavors. Something's got to get them to go. Oh, it's cold. What do I got here? This one's bright. It's fighting like a coho.
That's a coho, 100%. I can see it. Wow, coho.
That's cool. I just started casting a black body with silver chartreuse tip vibrant rooster tail. There he is right there. That's a great looking fish there.
Wild?
I can't tell. Yeah, it's wild. That's exactly what we're talking about. Yeah, you come out here, you target chum, you're gonna get some bycatch, just like this coho here.
Vibrants?
Yeah, little vibrant rooster tail here, black and chartreuse. They're gonna be a good chum color. Apparently catches coho too. Yep. You guys can catch chum. I can't seem to catch them. But I got a coho, so there you go. What do you think? Should we go heat up some food?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Yeah, let's get warm. All right, let's go heat up some food. Some beef jerky, pepperoni sticks, potatoes gratin, and we got some burritos. Hey Steve, can you get the oven to 350? Yep. Yep.
Okay, 2 more. You want to do them all?
Yep, might as well. Oh, here you go. Just throw that right in there. Perfect. We got burritos coming.
Switching that jig, man. He hit it on the drop. Hard fighting fish, man. These things pound for pound. Oh my gosh, this is a 1500 series reel on a little trout rod. I guess that's part of it, but it's so much fun. These fish are awesome. What a great opportunity. And like Cody's been saying, most people just look down on them or don't realize they have the opportunity. And these things are a blast.
You can tighten it down a little bit more. That's 40-pound braid 8, so you're good there.
My arms are getting fatigued.
Yeah, that's bigger than the one you got, Ryan. There you go. that one was caught on the 3/8 ounce maxi jig head with the full 6-inch Fishfield hoochie here in the pink and purple. And Ryan, you said you had a couple bites on it. Yep, so just that Fishfield hoochie with maxi jig head. Dude, he stroked it. Look at the size of that thing, bud. On the little tiny rod.
Oh, my arms are sore. I'll put those spinners.
Jeez, man. Need a dentist, buddy.
Face only a mama could love. Wow, look at the high fin on that bad boy. Ooh, boy.
Look at the colors on it.
Are you kidding me right now? That thing is wild looking.
They're pretty cool.
That is such a cool fish. Well, I think he's ready, guys. Say bye. Whoa. That was fun, guys. I could do this all day.
That'll work. This just shows the colors. It's cool.
So cool.
So, Steve, this is the rod you're using, right?
That was it.
All right, cool. Thanks.
Dirty dog.
This is cool. We've caught them on spinners. That was coho. Caught them on bobber and jig with a maxi jig, a little piece of prawn on it. We've caught them twitching now. Just about any way you can think. It's a miserable weather day, but again, sometimes you don't have a choice on what days you have off or what days work for everybody's schedule. You just got to go fish. And we're finding success with every technique in the book.
I got that last one on.
Oh, fish on, buddy.
Cody's hooked up. Cody's hooked up.
Oh, he doesn't know he's hooked yet. She's already spawned. Wow, she's already spawned and she's still trying to
Still alive.
be aggressive. That's cool, man. Now we haven't caught a hen yet, and you know she didn't fight nearly as hard as the other fish, and I think that's completely attributed to the fact that she spawned.
Tired. There's definitely no eggs left in her belly.
Yep, and we caught her in the deep part of the hole too, so it wasn't like she was backing the tail out on her red. So she's already spawned, but she still looks like she's in great shape.
You can tell she didn't come in that long ago. She still got a few of her scales up.
Yeah, it's probably in the last high water. The setup I just caught that hen chum on was the exact same setup that's been working for most of our bites so far today. It's essentially just a bobber and jig setup that we use for a winter steelhead, like we will here in a couple months. So this is a 9'8" steelhead rod that I use for bobber fishing during the winter time. And I'm using 40-pound Maxima braid 8. And I like using the 40-pound. It has a little bit bigger diameter, so it floats on the surface a bit more. And especially for these hard fighting chum, it's nice knowing that you have that power if you need it. Now down here, this is my 3/4 ounce Fishfield float. This 3/4 ounce is way bigger than what I need, especially when I overweight it with a 1 ounce egg sinker. And then you add on your 1/4 ounce hoochie, your 1/4 ounce jig head with the hoochie here. So again, going through my tackle, the 40-pound Maxima braid 8, 3/4 ounce Fishfield bobber, a 1 ounce egg sinker, tornado chain swivel, and then this is 40-pound fluorocarbon. Way overkill for catching 8 to 15-pound fish, but the reason why, you've seen their teeth, they'll chew right through it. Down to a 1/4 ounce maxi jig head, and then I just put a chartreuse and green Fishfield hoochie on it, tipped a little piece of prawn. And that's been the ticket so far. I'm thinking this little color change might have got them to go. So I'm gonna go rebait, see if I can battle the weather a little bit longer, and catch one more. Hot bite, bro, hot bite. Yell at the camera so you can hear you. Yeah, fish on!
Like that last
Yeah. Miserable weather, but we're having fun. Oh, we are, because we're catching fish.
It's Oncorhynchus
Keta. Keta. K-E-T-A.
Keta? Ketcha?
Keta.
Keta.
It's not like Kesha.
Ketcha. Like
No.
K-E-T.
K-E-T-A. Oncorhynchus
There's no
Keta.
CH?
Nope. So the species that salmon are is what's called Oncorhynchus. Oncorhynchus tuacha is Chinook. Oncorhynchus micus is steelhead. This is Oncorhynchus Keta, K-E-T-A. They're also called the chum or dog salmon. And the reason why is because they fight like that. They just bulldog you nonstop. Oh yeah, that's nice, man. Let me get the jig for you.
Barely got her, but I got her.
Yeah, barely got her.
Look at that prawn still on there and everything.
Don't need to rebait.
It's like steelhead fishing.
Dude, look what these teeth have done
Just
to that jig head.
Now, this is cool. Check this out. You've got that last head, and she had already spawned. This one's definitely got eggs in it.
Yep, yeah, she's still
plenty of eggs in her.
good and full.
We definitely want to get her back out there because
Yeah.
keeping this out here and all those boys running around we've been catching are going to make more for people years to come to catch and do the same thing.
And have some fun just like we are.
Exactly.
This is awesome.
She's in great shape.
Salmon swim up to 3,000 miles to return to their exact place of birth to reproduce. Well, most of the time.
Don't even have to rebait it. Still got my bait. So I can weave it back on here.
Oh, just nailed another beast! A chumby!
Dude, you whooped that one pretty quick.
Yeah, you got that one in good there.
Yeah, I just gave no drag on this one. Whoa! Look at the teeth on that rascal.
Purple.
I
Look at the purple
know.
colors. There's black back here. Look at the white tips on the fins.
Yeah, almost like a brookie.
Cool. Cool.
All right, well, I'm gonna let him go. I gotta go dry off a little.
I'm gonna check on lunch. Lunchtime, boys. Yeah, no kidding. Well, let's see if it's edible. Good. I think this might be my last cast. We've been sitting in this hole here for a little over an hour and got a number of chum, even a coho. We still have a lot of river yet to see, and frankly, we're all getting soaked. We're already doing really well today considering the conditions. Most folks are either staying at home because of the weather, or they're going to bigger river systems, trying to chase after Chinook, and they might battle through all this weather for just one, maybe two bites all day long. We're having a ton of fun out here, even though the weather is difficult. And I think it's about time we just start making our way on down. Heck, if we call it a day early, it's been an awesome day.
Hard to see whitecaps on this small of a river, and it's happening. It's blowing pretty hard out here.
So easy. That still stays pretty deep back here.
Always kind of point the bow of the boat toward, you know, any obstacles that you don't want to hit. Like, for example, these logs coming up, I got the bow of the boat pointed at those so I can pull away from them.
What?
Tell me about it.
Oh, this Hurricane Chum. Hurricane Chum 2017. Yeah, Tom, I'm out here on the Kilchis River. It's blowing pretty hard out here.
Oh, God.
We're telling people to try and stay inside, stay safe, batten down their windows, don't leave your house for any reason. It's just getting too dangerous out here, unless you're here to fish. Then go ahead and stay out. Let's boogie. Keep on going. Oh, we're right on top of it.
been humbled so many times that guys have been asking me as we're going down the river, "Do you ever catch anything in there? Or should I cast over there?" And I'm like, "No, you know," or "Never have." And they're like, "We mind if I try?" And I'm like, "Go for it," you know. And then bam, fish on. And it's your new hot spot, you know, for the next 5 years.
Getting towards the end of the float, and frankly, you know, we were talking about a few different options that we have. We know that there's definitely chum further up towards the top end of our float. We got beat up by the weather today, so it might just be in our best interest to get back in the rigs, warm up, and just count today as a success. You know, this is a river that I've never fished before. Miserable weather with the barometer dropping, conditions that we're not familiar with. A fish that we don't really normally target, and we still found success. We got 6 chum, a coho, had another couple other opportunities. Today was a fun day. We caught them on a lot of different techniques, so a lot of fun. You want to cheer?
Yeah, that looks good. We should do a little bit.
Such river cleanup. Yeah.